Yes, there is no going back. We made it. It might have been a dumpster fire, but we made it.
This is the Experience podcast with me and someone else.
Hello?
Hello?
Who do we have?
Hey, it's
Anyone can
Julia.
go.
I'm on the volleyball team, and this is my first time joining the podcast.
Welcome aboard. And again, congratulations on an amazing season.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thanks for
Yes.
So a little bit of history. We've done a few like sports-related episodes on this podcast. We've done Georgia Tech football. We've done the NFL playoffs. We still haven't done anything else, any other Georgia Tech sports. I don't know if we've done Georgia Tech basketball yet, but so we wanted to go ahead and do a whole episode on Georgia Tech volleyball because y'all fly under the radar, but you're also really good.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited to be here, and I think just thank you guys for letting me be here. I mean, it's really cool to be appreciated sometimes to hear people actually watching our games and enjoying it. So it makes us really happy.
Ah,
Well,
Yeah.
maybe you could speak. Go ahead.
Okay. Oh, I was just gonna
Okay,
say,
so-
like, remembering at least my time in band, some of my favorite memories from band were in O'Keefe. Just the atmosphere is so different, like it's so energetic, and those games were always fun.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be the same without you guys, without the band. It like brings a lot of energy to us. Even when you're like playing bad or something, it's like it actually helps.
I was
I
going to say,
mean,
because the band members, don't go to the away games, right? We only go to pretty much all the home games. So can you talk about
well,
the atmospheres at other schools? Or Anuj, were you going to talk about that?
they traveled to the tournament this year.
Yeah.
They did. I mean, in general. We don't go to away games for the most part.
Yes.
So how is the energy at other schools compared to Georgia Tech?
I mean, yeah, there is no place like O'Keefe, like home. When we play away, we just have to bring the energy from the team. I mean, we have to be louder on the court, and the bench has to be more involved also. But yeah, it's very different than playing at home. It's definitely it's easier playing at O'Keefe because like I said, it really helps when you have people cheering you up during the game.
Is there somebody on the team that like really brings the energy? I think I've seen like on the in the media, like I've seen Kayla do that a lot, but other than her, like, is there anybody else?
Oh yeah, for sure, the entire band. I mean, if you've been to the games this past year, we have like a lot of cheering and different cheers, and like Liz does a good job with that. She's like the coordinator for like the dances and everything. But I mean, everyone is different. Everyone has their days. Sometimes someone is bringing more energy, the other person is bringing more energy. But yeah, like Liz, Kayla are the ones that bring it consistently, for sure.
Um, Julia, your first team All-American this year, East Coast Region Player of the Year, East Coast All-Region, ACC Player of the Year, and first team All-ACC. But you're majoring in physics. So who's better at physics, you or
Oh,
Chase, who also majored in physics?
oh God.
I'm struggling.
Oh,
Oh
yeah, dude.
no!
I know
Yeah,
that feel.
I mean,
Oh,
just time management, kind of. It's a lot, but yeah, it's going. Almost done now. Can't stop.
Yeah.
have you been through StatMech yet?
No.
Oh,
Taking quantum, thermo, and electrodynamics this semester.
oh,
Oh boy.
the first bad semester. I remember that one, unfortunately, vividly. That was when it got real, and it was like, okay, this is actually really hard, and had to reevaluate how I studied, how I did a lot of things. So, well, good luck with that. It's obviously it's a really fun major. It's a lot of cool things to learn, and it is I found surprisingly useful once you graduate, and It allows you a lot of flexibility of employment, actually. But yeah, it's you at this point you probably know a lot more than I do. I've probably forgotten a great deal of what I knew.
Um, yeah, so I do hear that like physics has to be tough for you, especially with the volleyball schedule and everything. I mean, how do you athletes talk about it all the time how they manage to get their work in, but do you think it's as tough as it might seem from an outsider perspective, just
Oh yeah.
managing both at the same time?
I mean, you don't have free time. Every single minute that you have to study in between practices and lifts and everything in games. I mean, during the spring semester, it's a little more, it's easier because we don't travel, we don't play, and so we can focus on the weekends, for example, we can focus just on school and we don't have to worry about games and being away and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, it's still hard.
Are
Yeah.
there off-season workouts too?
Oh yeah, we practice 4 times a week now until February, and then we start 5 days a week again
Oh wow.
in
Oh,
mid-February. Yeah.
And does
So there's
that
really
does that
no
go
off
on
season.
for does that just go on the entire spring semester, I'm assuming?
Yeah. Yeah, it does. We
Yeah.
start like with lifting and we do a lot of conditioning, and then like after February we start playing against other teams like Florida and Georgia, and then we prepare
no.
for summer, and then we actually have an international trip this year if it works out to
Oh,
Brazil.
Ooh,
Yeah,
have
where we're gonna
fun.
Which is
go. Yeah, and so that's gonna
so
be
in Brazil is where you're from, is that right?
uh I mean I was born in Germany and I moved to Brazil when
But
I was 11.
you
So
you
when
went
I
to high
lived there
school in Brazil. Yeah.
exactly.
I mean, close enough. You play on the national team for a couple of seasons, right?
Yeah, I did. I played for the U18, U20, and then in 2019 for the actual national team for a bit. So
Nice.
yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a bit of a connection down there. I think like what between you, Coach Collier, Mariana.
Yeah, Paola is also from Brazil, and our assistant coach Claudio is Brazilian too. So a lot of Brazilians on the team.
Nice. It's like Georgia Tech for basketball in Italy for some reason.
yeah.
We have a lot of Europeans.
I mean, it works.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Do you think it's part of that's just like the draw of Atlanta of like a big city? Is that something that kind of helped draw you in to the school?
Um, yeah, for sure. I mean, everything is just we have Brazilian coaches. I have this great academic school. I live in a big city, so everything kind of together was a factor that made me choose Georgia Tech, definitely.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. And also like with the fact that like COVID when it hit in 2020, I don't know how you guys weathered that.
Oh, I mean, I had to quarantine in Mexico before even coming back to the US, so that was
Oh
already a
wow.
struggle. Then, yeah, playing that spring, we played last spring, so we basically had the entire year of playing volleyball. That was really exhausting, but I mean, it was fun. It was still fun. Playing volleyball all year round, that's what I want to do.
Makes sense. It's like that's why like the three of us like we were in marching band like we have the season in the fall and then like in the spring like some like half the band will drop out just because of like scheduling conflict and stuff but like there's still like a basketball band so it makes sense.
Yeah.
We are not a news organization, but can you drop some scoops about what to expect for next season? We,
I mean, yeah, we're really excited for next season because this past one was really good for us, and I think just competing against those big teams and seeing that we can beat them and be in the top 8 of the nation, it's really a motivation to go harder in practice, go lift harder, like
Hmm.
heavier weights. And even when we do running, I mean, you think about it all the time. We want to go further this time, and even we're having new girls coming in, so that's exciting too. And I mean, Mari is gone and Matt is gone, so we're gonna have to readjust. But I think, yeah, that like wanting to go further really is a motivation for us in the gym. I think we know that we're working towards the same goal. That's really cool.
Yeah, I think Pittsburgh and Louisville have kind of proven that they're in the top tier in the conference, but I think Georgia Tech has, at least this past year, has shown that they belong in that upper crest of the conference this year.
Yeah, I
getting
watched
to the
that tournament.
Keep
I
it
watched
that
that.
way.
I watched that tournament game against Louisville, and that was crazy. That was amazing effort. Like I love the way you guys played really hard. It was, and it'd been a pleasure like supporting you throughout the entire season from afar because I graduated. I think we all did.
Yeah.
So I mean, so you're still around, Bianca's still around, Paula's still around. I guess, is there anyone that you're really like, oh, she's gonna make an impact next year? I don't know if you thought about that, but
I mean, I don't know what's gonna happen. It all depends on how we practice and how everyone gets better during this time now before the season. But I mean, our team was always a team effort. It was always everyone playing well that made us go far. So I think if we keep that going this year, we're gonna do good.
oh yeah, no doubt. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to seeing. And this is your last season, right?
It is. It is actually, yeah. Already, it's passed by so fast.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. At least speaking personally, I remember the last 2 years of band were, you get in there in a freshman, everything's new, whether, obviously volleyball or band or football or whatever. And it's all new and you're just kind of taking it in. I remember my first band camp was it was like hold on for dear life, but at the same time, like every day, every moment was incredible. And then as you just keep going on the program and you have higher goals and you're moving up and you see the goal right in front of you, and so you start kind of almost tunneling in on something like that, and before you know it, it's been passed. So it's definitely good to enjoy it, and it's always been a pleasure to watch you guys' games as well.
Yeah, it's always good to hear people actually enjoying volleyball because it's not such a big sport here in the US. I mean, in Brazil, it's huge. Everyone knows all the players and everything. But it's so nice to, like, on campus, you walk and then people say, oh, congrats for the season. And, I mean, it feels really good to play in O'Keefe and know that all the people are, like, they're actually there for you and they want to watch it. And, yeah, I'm really thankful for that.
We talked about kind of the future of the team. What about you? I mean, what's after this year, basically? I mean, we talked about you have 1 year left. I'm assuming you're graduating, not staying for another year for a master's or something. So or maybe you are. What's next?
So, I mean, I definitely want to play pro after. I don't know where yet, but I mean, the goal for me is to play in the Olympics 2024. That's what I'm working towards. So, yeah, I mean, I graduate in the spring of next year, and then I want to play, for a team and make the national team, hopefully, and then, play in Paris.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's an absolutely amazing goal, and I mean, if the team was any evidence and your efforts this year were any evidence, you definitely 100% can do it.
Yeah, hope so. I mean, it's a dream. It's what I want to do, play volleyball as long as I can.
So keep at it. Maybe one of these days we'll see you and Mari raising the gold.
Oh yeah, you will. Just wait for it.
Eagerly.
Does anyone, Chase and Anuj, do you guys have any other questions? Otherwise, we'll move on to the next segment.
Yeah, no, I think I'm good.
We're good?
I
All right,
mean,
Julia,
the only
we're gonna
other
play
thing
you.
The only
Go
thing, the
ahead.
other thing I'm curious about is I don't know what that pro scene is like, at least like here or abroad. So
Like, what is it like to play pro?
yeah, I don't know. Is it like a club or is it?
Yeah, we play for clubs. I mean, we play. It's an 8-month season, so it's longer and the work we have less games, but it's like more spread out. And it's basically work. You're working for the team, and like you make money off it. You have to be good. So instead, the team just can end your contract if you don't play well. So it's definitely a lot more pressure and everything. But yeah, and then the rest of the year you can play for the national team when the club season is over.
Nice. Well, again, good luck. I know you're going to do great. We all do.
I'm typing. So I was talking about the game that we're going to be playing. That's why I was muted. I was pulling it up. The game called Questions or Answers. It's like this or that types of questions. Okay. Like yes or no, this, that. We'll ask you questions, and then these two will critique you on how right or wrong you are.
Critique in air quotes, bear in mind.
Keep in mind there are no right answers. There are no right answers, but there are wrong answers. I think I do have brand new questions, so our devoted fans have never heard some of these. Are you ready?
Ready.
All right. We'll stick in sports. Is watching golf fun?
Sometimes. Can I say? Is it just yes or no?
You say whatever you want. It's all open ended.
I mean, sometimes it's interesting if they hit the ball in the first hole with one try. Those are pretty cool. I mean, you need a lot of skill for that. It's impressive.
FedEx or UPS?
UPS.
Reminds me, I have a package I gotta get. Is hot cereal just oatmeal?
No.
Speaking of which, do you warm your cereal before you eat it?
No.
Okay, so I am the only crazy person here that does.
I've never heard of this.
No. I don't like it mushy, that's why no.
Yeah, I've never heard of like, I don't know, microwaving your cereal or something. I don't know.
So I am the only crazy person that does that.
I think you're the only crazy person.
Okay, we can leave it at that.
Is Waffle House good?
Yes.
Okay.
I love
Have you
Waffle
ever
House.
hit?
Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. What do you have to say about Waffle House?
Actually, it's a
Great
funny story.
establishment.
The first day I came to the US, my one of our staff members, she got me off the airport, and it was like around lunchtime, and she wanted to take me to Waffle House, and I was like, waffles for lunch? And that was so weird to me. But apparently it's normal that you go to Waffle House at any time. I mean, it's open until I don't know what time in the night, but yeah, that's the story.
So you've been to the Waffle House in Tech Square?
Yeah.
It's open 24 hours, but I feel like they get more people at 3 a.m. than they do any other time of the day.
Yeah, I've been there at that.
Do the
time.
SpongeBob meme.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Waffle House is only a thing, or only a major thing, at least in the southeast of the United States. So I think there's probably an equivalent for, I don't know, Rust Belt area, West Coast, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I will say I haven't seen one like north of Richmond.
Yeah. Have you ever hit someone opening an umbrella?
Not that I noticed.
Is networking just complicated small talk?
Yes.
Not a big networking person. What? Anuj, your love networking?
I can't imagine what career fair is like, especially in this time. Oof.
So, yeah.
Oof.
I will say, again, to piggyback off of the have you ever hit somebody in the face with an umbrella, have you ever hit somebody in the face with a serve?
No, just with hitting the serve. I don't think my serve is that fast.
But you have killed a ball into somebody's face.
Yeah, a lot of times actually.
If you hit someone in the face with a serve, I feel like that's on them. I mean, you probably have time to move out of the way.
But yeah, serve is not that. I mean, if you serve a topspin or something like that, but not with a float serve, it's difficult.
Mexican or Tex-Mex?
Mexican.
Are teeth just exposed bones?
Mm,
Think
no.
about it. No? Okay. Is corn on the cob just the chef being lazy?
Mm, yes, because I prefer it when it's off it.
Wow, not many people are gutsy enough to say yes to that one.
You gotta get people from the Midwest to get their official corn takes, I'm sure.
Oh, probably, yeah. Um, Drops or Jupiter?
I don't even know what that is.
It's okay, I don't either.
No
Or are you
idea.
refusing to answer? It's okay. All right, we have a three for coming up here. Okay, it's three options: Neil, Patrick, or Harris.
Paris.
Harris, Harris, Harris. Uh, are escalators dangerous?
Yes.
Why are they so dangerous?
Because when you walk the wrong way, you can fall down. That's what we did at the
I mean,
airport one time. And yeah,
Oh,
it's not.
oh gosh.
I don't recommend it.
Is 9 p.m. too early to go to bed?
No. Depends on the time you
Oh,
wake up.
that's true. For our listeners, it's actually exactly 9 p.m. right now. So I timed that out right. That wasn't even intentional. Do you always use the crosswalk?
No.
We got a jaywalker here.
Although I will confess, during my time at Tech, like sometimes even if we didn't have the signal, I just like wait to see if nobody was there, and then I just run across. I just run.
oh,
Yeah.
that's a common thing in Atlanta. They especially in the middle of the night too, which is always a trip. You just have someone just rolling across the road like a 6 to 8 lane highway, middle of
Oh
traffic,
God.
12 in the morning.
I
At
don't do
least
On the
that.
highway.
I will say, at least in Tech Square, they gave us they gave you guys the
Yeah.
crosswalks.
Diagonal crossing, game changer. That should be a question. Is it okay to mingle at a funeral?
What is mingle?
Mingle?
I've
Like, do you want
never
a
been
definition?
really. Yeah. I don't know what mingle is.
Move freely around a place or at a social function, associating with others. So Google.
Yes.
Pro mingler. All right, back to sports. Is kickball for people that are bad at baseball?
Never seen kickball.
I think you can imagine what kickball would be.
Is it? Do you
It's like
use your feet?
baseball. It's like baseball, but you're kicking the ball, and it's a big ball. It's like the size of a basket, like a little bigger than a volleyball.
Then yes.
I talked you into that one.
It's just for people. It's just for soccer players or it's just for soccer players who maybe want to play baseball but are like, why would I use my hands? I can just use my feet.
When I was in middle school, we played a variant of kickball. It was called mat ball, but instead of go around the bases and then once you score, you're done. You kept running the bases again and again and again.
I hate running, so I wouldn't like this game.
Don't give them any
That's why you chose
conditioning ideas.
volleyball.
Oh, Oh god,
Yeah.
no conditioning.
Volleyball's got some, I guess it's limited running.
But it's short. You don't run
It's
laps.
sprinting, yeah. Target or Walmart?
Target.
Target. Sydney or Cindy?
Sydney.
Sydney. I don't know if there's a player on the team with either name.
There was. I think it was your rat years, y'all's rat year, Dan, Chase. Sydney Wilson, she's a Georgia Tech Volleyball alumnus.
I think I remember the name.
Yeah.
Sounds familiar.
She was.
Have you ever? No. Do you easily get splinters?
No.
Peas or carrots?
Carrots. One of my favorite dishes is peas and carrots together.
Peas and carrots together.
I've got one. Peas and carrots mixed with rice and lentils, cooked.
That's,
Yep,
Yeah, that's. I like it with mashed potatoes though.
Alright.
Are cupcakes just muffins with icing?
Yes.
Yeah. Some of your answers are very different than what most people say, and I'm all for that. There's a lot of people that push back against these questions. Yes.
Oh.
I'm sure. I don't remember my answers, but I probably gave like 75% boring expectation answers. It's like, what are these questions? What are we doing?
These
All these questions are
It's
questions
supposed to
that
be
I made
random.
up. They're all questions that I've made up. They're things that I've thought about randomly. Yeah, like, have you ever not gone to an event because your phone wasn't charged?
No.
Keep it juiced up.
I mean, I don't need my phone every time and anywhere. That's like when I'm in Brazil, I don't have a Brazilian chip, so I cannot take my phone to places because it doesn't work anyways.
You don't have
You got
roaming?
Wi-Fi.
I mean, there is no Wi-Fi everywhere in Brazil.
Yeah, you got.
Yeah, but also
Yeah.
sometimes you can get data roaming with your carrier.
It kind of varies. It would vary to
money.
provider and
No, it's
infrastructure and everything else.
It's to be offline for a couple hours when you're home. I like it.
exactly. Is whole milk just cream?
No. No, definitely not. It's
I'm
very
pro
different.
whole milk. Pro whole milk.
Yes.
Is it okay to go to a restaurant alone?
Yes. I mean, if maybe feels weird, but why not? If you're hungry, if you're alone, why would you not go?
I can get on board with that.
Going to restaurants alone. I think the last. No, okay, let's get there. Hot tub or hot bath?
Hot shower.
Hot shower. That was a third option. You've broken the game.
Oops.
Which hot
Felix,
water
you gotta
style do you
understand,
want?
it's not go according to the rules. There are no rules.
Well, the rules are there are no right answers, but there are wrong answers.
Whatever that means.
Anyway, are boneless wings just chicken? Go ahead.
Then hot bath, I guess.
You chose hot shower. That's fine. That was probably the right answer anyway. Are boneless wings just chicken nuggets?
No. Chicken nuggets, isn't it like meat crushed up and then put back together into different shapes, like dinosaurs?
Yeah, they're usually like ridiculously processed. Honestly, here's a hot take. Like the chicken nuggets that you normally see, they are not food. Don't even qualify.
Well, I can't have chicken nuggets. I'm vegetarian, so I'm not going to comment.
Oh.
Are boneless wings though even wing meat?
I honestly don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
We'll have to look
Again,
that
not
up later.
qualified to answer.
But yeah, look that up. Where is it? Do you like automatic sinks? Automatic sinks. Yeah, the ones you put your hands under and then the water comes out. You gotta use like the motion. Yeah, like automatic, as opposed to manually just.
If they stay on long enough, yes.
Oh
The
God,
ones I
yeah,
really
hate
don't like are the ones you have to. Go ahead.
Yeah, I hate the ones where it's like you put it in, your hand is still there, but then you put it just an inch too low or an inch too high, and then it's off. It's like, come on, at least give you some
Oh,
wiggle room.
do you remember the and there's still some across the state at least, but there's the ones where they're the slightly older, like not really automatic, but they're the ones you press down, right? And you have like a set amount of time while you get water. And so what happens over time is they always they always stop well before you're done actually washing your hands. You'll hit it, you'll have soap on your hands. It's like 3 seconds of water and it's done. And you have to smash it again. It's really annoying.
I got you in the local movie theater in my town. There was one of the sinks where you have to continuously hold it while you're washing your hands,
Yeah, at the
which is
air
ridiculous. So
things, it's terrible. You have to press with one and wash your hand under one.
yeah,
and
do you do one and one? Do you try to do an elbow situation? Or if you're really fancy, like a knee situation, where you're all the way up and there's no good way to do it.
Wait, is this at Atlanta airport or?
Oh no, on the airplane.
Oh, it's on the plane. Okay. God, I hate airplane bathrooms.
Yes.
Do you go out of your way to recycle? We'll do a few more. Go out of your way to recycle.
No, but I should. I do it at home, but here no, which is bad.
What's different here and home?
I mean, I separate cardboard and then plastic and like organic food, but like in Germany you can recycle the water bottle, so you go to like the store and you get money back and stuff like that, but they don't have that here. So I don't really know what else I
They
can
have it in
do.
a few states. They have that in a few states, but not
Yeah.
in Georgia. Yes, when I was in Germany, I did it all the time. The 3 legs or 4 legs?
4 legs.
4 legs. Does Google know where you are right now?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a default yes.
Unless you turn your location off, like on every single. But even then, can't Google like track you through your IP?
Oh, and I mean, honestly, they can probably track you through the hardware too. 'Cause you had ever since
Oof.
the PRISM program.
Oof.
Yes.
You gotta turn your microphones off. Yeah, you gotta turn off. Science or fiction?
Fiction.
Fiction. All right, we'll do one more, and then we'll be done. Does "I'll let you know" mean no? Like the phrase "I'll let you know." Does that mean no?
Yes. Because most of the times you just want to be nice. So that's why you say it.
Does that also apply with "I'll think about it"?
Yes.
They're in the same category. Both.
All right, we'll go with that one.
Forget how many people say yes to that one, but that's the right answer.
I thought you just said there were no right answers.
And that one. Oh yeah, I did. Well, sometimes there are. Julia, thanks for coming on. I'll ask one more time to these guys if there's anything else you want to ask her about life, about whatever.
Not really, but thanks for coming on. Glad you were able to share some some of your stories with us and take part in Daniel's random nonsense.
You have to do
Oh,
the
I
random
love
nonsense at the end.
I like random questions. That was very fun. Awesome for having me.
We
Yeah.
look forward to seeing you next year. Chase, go ahead.
I was gonna say, yeah, it's been a pleasure watching GT volleyball over the years, and I'm so glad you guys got the chance to make the tournament. Wish I could have been there for it, but you know, we're old now, so.
Old.
Well, thank you. You guys.